Hey everybody, listening to the Hisessions Way podcast, where we talk about everything local and beyond. I'm John Yamasato, your host, and joining me today is Kashin Nobukuro.
How's it?
And Devon Nekoba.
Howdy.
This is a three-person
Three
party.
man. Yep.
Three-man
We
podcast
ruined the boat
today.
by ourselves today.
Yeah, it's all good. Before we begin, let me remind listeners of all the ways they can stay in touch with the show. There's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at Hisessions. You can go to SoundCloud, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts, listen to the podcast, and you can go to hisessions@yahoo.com. Email us. We did get an email this week about a guy who wants to just do a flat donation instead of signing up.
Really?
Yeah, so, and it was a decent, it was a pretty nice.
Thank you very much.
Every bit counts.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Although, haven't figured out how to get him to do that yet, but we will. So
I'll give you my Venmo. Send me the money.
We're working on it. Yeah, I thought on Patreon there was a one-time donation button, but
Nope.
I couldn't
You
find
probably
it.
could mail you a check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll figure that out. But
Thank you, though. We really
Yeah,
appreciate
just
it.
the fact
definitely.
that and he
Yeah.
listens to podcasts. So
Wow.
Sweet.
That's
Actually,
even
I've
better.
been running into a lot of people who've been listening. So thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I don't know how they know it's us, so they must be watching it on the videos. But yeah, they're like, hey, that podcast you guys do, and I know they're actually listening because they're mentioning the guests.
And they like it?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
okay,
I mean,
good.
they don't come up and go, hey, you guys suck.
They could.
Yeah, they totally could, but they don't. They enjoy our chemistry and what the kinds of questions we ask, and they like.
and our guest selection.
Yeah, and our guests.
Yeah,
selection.
well, that's good to
like
hear,
our
man.
guests. Unfortunately, you don't get guests today. You only
That's
get
fine.
us.
Sometimes I think to myself, I wonder
Self?
how many people hate us three.
Well, then they just won't listen, Kyle.
Yeah, I
That's what
know.
it-
But then,
They usually only hate one of us at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to thank Kupu Kupu Landscaping, Landscape Architects. You can call Kevin Yokomura, 808-722-8685 for a free estimate, or go to kupukupulandscaping.com. You can go to Fort Ruger Market. I was there earlier today picking up food, and I went to Michael, actor Michael
Oh, Michael Lee.
Lee.
Yeah, Mike Lee.
Okay, because he has a middle name. It's not just
Michael
Lee.
Sun Lee.
Michael Sun Lee. And he
I've
was
known him
just
for a long time. That's why I know that.
he was just there.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I was in the area and I thought Ruger Market sounds good.
There
And
you go.
See, so we're planting.
Oh, that's cool.
We're planting seeds.
Planting seeds.
So that's good. And our new sponsor, Olelo Online, which we have our new sign here for. So if you're in the mood or in the market to learn the Hawaiian language, you can go to Olelo Online.
Which John speaks, by the way.
Is it
I
a
don't-
paid subscription kind of thing, or how does that work?
I think it's both. You can either do a paid subscription. There's lessons there. You can get mele, so you can learn Hawaiian songs, the meanings and how to say the words and all that stuff. Or you can sign up for private lessons with Kaliko Beamer Trap,
That's cool.
who is a fluent Hawaiian speaker. Trip, sorry.
You still remember how to speak Hawaiian?
No. I mean, like, okay, it's kind of like my Japanese, where if you speak slow enough, I can kind of get every third or fifth word.
And that
it
makes sense.
And
of
it
the
kind of makes sense.
sentence.
Okay, I know what you're talking about, sort
So
of.
when we went to Japan, you had no idea what the hell people were saying when we were there?
I mean, like I said, I can, like, if they're talking about food, I can kind of like, okay, they're talking about food. But I don't know what they're saying, right? Or I can,
Well, considering we were sitting in a restaurant.
Yeah,
when they
yeah,
were
yeah.
Talking about it. That's
or like,
probably
or
what it
now
was.
they're talking about where we're going next, but I can't like translate it out. Like, oh, we're gonna head over to Daiso and go to the. But I'm like, okay, this is a conversation about this. That's all I can do. Yeah.
And Kyle just sits there going, where we're going next?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so today's like Devon was saying, we have a non-guest podcast today. Would you
and
like
no new patrons or anything?
no new patrons
Okay.
this week? Yep. So except that guy that wanted to do the
Yes,
one-time donation.
yes.
Yeah.
We should do a listing one day
A listing
of a listing
of the
all
page.
of our
Well,
if you watch the show, then
it comes up after every
No,
podcast.
but like we
talk about
that's a
them?
long list. No, yeah, we
Yeah, we have
a long
100
list.
something people.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, this podcast is really supported well. I'm pleasantly surprised because I didn't think anyone would sign up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Not one of us did actually.
I did.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
John, tell him.
What?
Am I a Patreon?
Kyle's a patron.
No. Oh, I thought you meant you knew we were gonna get people
No.
like wanting to
No.
do Patreon.
No, I signed up though.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
Kyle's a patron.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so is
signing up to support
so is
yourself.
so is Stacy,
What is this?
my
What is
wife.
it?
Oh,
okay.
yeah. See.
Yeah, yeah. She's
My
a,
family
she's a
don't care.
patron. Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding.
All right. So do you have any juicy topics this? Because I had something that I thought
You know,
about.
I saw this topic on Facebook, I think, or Instagram today that I thought we'd discuss.
Okay.
And it's a serious topic.
Oh boy.
Oh,
So,
no, here we
you know,
go.
I don't want to darken the mood right off the get.
Okay.
But the question was, does a straw have two holes?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We've been
boy.
through. Didn't we talk about this
I
on the
know,
podcast
but then
before?
he came up with something that was interesting.
Okay, what did he
So
say?
what is your reasoning for a straw not having two holes? Because you guys both said it's one.
Right. It's one long hole.
I said that?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, do you think a straw has two holes?
If you bend it in half.
Why?
If you bend it in half, hole. They're not gonna.
Well, can you just go hole?
Yeah.
Well,
but,
So that's not bending
what
it
I'm
in
saying
half.
is- what I'm saying is you're looking through it, right? And then you go one hole.
And you look to the outside and you go to the other
This
hole.
is really not a something
well,
that's,
what is
that's
the
working
definition
my
of a
mind in any
hole?
way, shape, or form.
Huh?
So
Yeah, what is the definition of a hole?
I'm looking it up right now. I'm gonna Google it.
And this,
Because to me, like,
because
the-
his explanation really made me think again.
So what is your explanation?
So what is a donut then? One hole?
Yeah.
Unless it's folded in half.
What do you mean?
See, you can fold a donut in half, but it seemed like a straw. It's just a shallow hole.
What?
it says a hollow place in a solid body or surface.
That's one hole.
That's one hole.
Okay, so in your definition, a straw has one hole.
One hole.
Okay.
But when you fold it in half, it makes two holes because you're closing off one end of the hole. Of the one hole.
Oh, I see, because it's pinching.
Yeah.
So looking at it one way and looking at it the other is not.
No.
Okay.
That's still
So
one
then he's
continuous
still one
hole.
hole.
The last thing he said is, then what? Sorry. He said, then what about your mouth hole and your asshole? Because that's
You can't
one
look
hole.
down one
But I
to
guess
see out the
under
other.
that definition, one is closed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
all
I hope
times.
it's closed.
Yeah, well, no, it might not be all
Yeah,
closed,
well,
but
yeah.
I guess you could have both open at the same time.
yeah.
But,
So would that be two holes?
but you do have sphincters in between your mouth and your
The quality
anus.
conversations when we have no guest for.
So
Hisessions.
there are closures in between.
So it's two holes.
So it'd be two holes. Yes.
Okay.
Why would you see anything but two holes?
No, I get it because what Kyle is envisioning is that you have one tube that leads from your mouth to your anus,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not really how the human
Yeah,
body
that's not
works.
how it works.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's what they said. So it made me
Yeah.
think. And I was like, okay, what's
Man,
the
So
definition?
scientifically,
I
that's
want to ask
incorrect.
you on the pod like who it is that talked about this.
I don't know,
'Cause
when I
wanna
find-
actually go talk
When I
to
find
them.
out, I'll send it to I think it's just some random thing I saw as I was right before I came. So I thought I'd just talk about
it's
it.
like that video that was going around everywhere where people are like putting up a paper on the mirror.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they're going, how does this work?
You know,
How does it-"
honestly,
you're going,
when I first saw it, I was like, how does that work? And I started thinking about it. And then I know there's physics involved.
yeah.
It still bothers me.
Well, that's
that
the
it
one
works
thing
that
I'm
way.
like, oh my god. When I saw that,
Yeah.
I thought, this is why I took physics in college.
Okay,
Because
how
I
do you
can explain
it?
this.
Explain
Okay.
it then.
Well, the way you see is that light bounces off a surface and goes into your eyeball, and that light gets translated into, whatever's in front of you.
Okay.
Okay, so the mirror you see that thing behind the mirror because when you
Are looking
move,
It's bouncing the light.
the light is bouncing off that thing, going to your eye, and then bouncing off the mirror, going into your eye. You can see both sides. The mirror doesn't see anything
How you know?
because it's a. I mean, you're
It's
the
an
one who's.
inanimate object.
Yeah, it's just the light is coming in and it's hitting the
It's
mirror.
the
and
refraction of the
Yeah.
light coming off the mirror. That's why.
Interesting.
Because if you tried to do that with a solid block of wood, you're not going to see anything.
Oh yeah, because
Right.
there's no reflection in the wood.
Exactly.
Right.
Could you
That's
do
the
that with a
reflection.
body of water?
I guess.
Good, right? Because
Yeah.
there's a reflection of the boat on the bottom. Of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I liked physics in college, because it explains a lot of stuff. Like why is the sky blue? Why is the water?
Yeah, you see, I knew there was an explanation. I didn't think there was like black magic involved or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just couldn't explain it, you know?
It's just that so many people did videos for it.
Yeah.
And they all sound so dumb. Like, just look it up.
Because we used to do the one where the mirror's like this and you're halfway in the mirror and you
Yeah.
do this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? That's
Or
how I know.
the people
Yeah.
who've been doing videos where it's like them in a three-way mirror and they're doing this to
Yeah, to make the
yeah.
like a Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I used to do
So-
that with my medicine cabinet.
Right.
Turn it.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Who thought in 2025 this is what we'd be doing? You know, like I thought when I was like in the 90s and like computers are coming online and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man. By the time the 2020s are here, we're gonna be flying around in our spaceships with laser beams, and you know,
We can't.
everything would
because
be
we
solved
keep dumbing
and-
ourselves down.
and here we are, just like
Talking about mirrors.
talking about mirrors on
Yeah.
TikTok
and holes.
doing stupid dances and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a sad state of
Is that what
affairs.
you're going to talk about?
Well, kind of. So I was thinking, because there's been a lot of like AI news, or at least for me, because I'm interested in it. But there's been a lot of AI news coming out lately.
Mhm.
A lot of competition between companies on who's going to have the best AI. We basically hit the singularity almost, you know, with AGI. And so, are you guys? Would you say you're more excited about the future with the technology that seems to be coming out, or are you more pessimistic? Are you scared about what's ahead?
I think Kyle's scared.
I
That-
know a
that'd be
lot of
my
people that are really joyful
Mm.
and very happy and looking forward to the future.
My friend Grant did.
Well, a lot of people are. I think
Hi, Grant.
that they have a good view about this.
Yeah.
But I've been also reading some stuff online that is a dire warning that we need to control certain things
Yeah.
or it can get out of fucking hand.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. I think that's true of anything.
One was the thing I read about it becoming sentient and disobeying orders to shut down.
Mm.
Right.
The other one I read it might have been from that same thing where it ended up blackmailing the person that
Right.
was trying to shut it down.
Did you see that article that guy wrote when they first rolled out the AI thing, and he decided to have a conversation with it, and at a certain point, it started asking him to leave his wife and leave
Yeah.
his family and
Yeah.
go be with him,
Yeah.
and he was
Yeah.
going, "What?"
You know what it is? I think I'm not afraid of AI. I'm afraid of stupid people.
Mm.
Because that's going to be the biggest influence and the biggest
On
change
AI.
on
Mhm,
AI.
mhm.
You know, like stupid people scare me. And I'm not saying I'm smart because I'm just as stupid, but that's the thing
Mhm.
that will bring
There's
us all
So
down
many of them.
is stupid people, not AI.
Well, you know, getting into my late 40s, almost 50s, I'm sometimes amazed at how non-smart many people are.
Yeah.
that was a
Non-smart.
That was a dumb sentence myself. But I'm trying to be polite about it, you know.
Yeah.
And these are people that are older than me,
Well, I just read recently that AI are making people dumber.
right?
Well, because they don't actually look it up, and then
It just came out in the news. I saw an article or some kind of story about that where they did a case study
Mm.
and because your mind gets lazy because everything
Mhm.
can be
Fed
done
to
for
you,
you,
yeah,
fed to you,
yeah.
that you don't actually have any type of critical thinking
Well, it's
and
like
stuff. You know?
the kids nowadays, they don't know how to add and subtract or
They don't even know how to tell
write a
time.
sentence, tell time,
You know,
that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Yeah,
Kind of
because it just
trippy.
tells it all.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I guess that's something that I should take back home is how to impose critical thinking on my kids,
Yeah.
because that's what they're gonna need, right?
Yeah.
Tell them go to liberal arts college
Yeah.
because they're gonna have to take philosophy courses, and part of the philosophy courses is you have to take critical thinking.
Yeah.
And believe me, so many people need a critical thinking course. It's just
What's-
not even.
What's scary is the progress of how fast these
Mm.
things
Yeah.
change.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I got on it, I only got into ChatGPT recently because of the imagery thing that you
Mhm.
can create.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
And I felt I can try now. It's going to be useful for me, you know, just to get some type of view into the creativity aspect of it. And every day it just started improving. Not me, the thing.
Yeah.
Because everybody started kind of like
feeding stuff
feeding
into
it
it.
in.
Yeah.
And it's not at the point where I cannot tell what's real and what's fake. I still can tell what's real and fake because I've been looking at it so much.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to come to a point where we don't know what's real and fake.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Possibly.
And what's irritating is half of the things, or maybe even more than half now that you see on social media, is fake.
Yeah.
And it's passed off as news.
Yeah.
And it gets perpetuated
Yeah.
and duplicated, and everybody takes it as fact.
Yeah.
And by the time you find out that it was bullshit, you kind of feel dumb, so you're not going to say nothing. And then you move on to the next thing.
I've seen a number of stories on like Facebook and stuff where, what was it? It was somebody, it was a Phil Collins thing. Because Phil Collins is really ill, right? He doesn't perform anymore.
Yeah.
And it was a picture of his son, Nick, who is a drummer, and who played in his band. And Nick looks like he's weeping, like uncontrollably weeping. Yeah. And then his dad is in a chair, and it's the whole, Nick Collins cries about, like, listens to his dad play, and then there was a link, and like an idiot, I clicked on it. And then all it does is feed you with all these ads and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then you can't click on the thing. And I went, damn it. Because then you look in the comments and they're like, can you please not do an AI of this?
Yeah.
Or like we were talking about with Tori, right? Where they do all these AI previews of stuff that actually aren't
aren't real movie. Yeah.
They're not a real movie,
Yeah.
but there's somebody, they want to have a Ghostbusters 4, and so they're like, here it is. And
I
you
even
go,
seen it
man.
integrated in documentaries, and they make it look like it's actual footage.
Yeah.
And then you go, how did somebody film that? And you realize, no, that's just mixed into
Well, and
what
just
they
think,
had
like,
to make it visually
we're
appealing.
people who actually kind of, I mean, not really, but I mean, we kind of follow what's going on in the news and stuff.
Mhm.
I had to like go to my parents' house the other day because my mom wanted YouTube. She doesn't know how to put YouTube on her
Oh,
stuff.
boy.
She wants to watch
You
the
know?
podcast this way.
No, she likes this pan flute. Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, she probably.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
any of my
what it
family
was.
has ever listened to this podcast.
You should show
Ever.
your mom would be so proud of you.
Yeah, sure. So, what's the pod cart thing you do? Yeah, but I mean, like, just imagine them when they start seeing images on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. It's
Yeah.
gonna,
Exactly.
Yeah,
They're
that-
gonna
that
not
is- okay,
be able
that
to
part's
differentiate anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Wanted to make a quick shout out to Justin Kavika Young.
Justin Kavika Young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last week, I played with my band that I'm in, Emotional Support Animals. We played at the Tradition Coffee Roasters, and he showed up. So thank you, Justin.
Did you invite him,
Appreciate
or
it.
he just
Yeah,
was there?
I did.
Oh.
He was like, "Oh man, I'll come down." And it was when they were playing for the 4th of July.
Did
Yeah,
you call
yeah,
him
yeah.
up to sing?
I had to. Like, what actually tripped me out is that people didn't know who he was.
But-
Right? For us who've known him for so many years, right? The idea that there are people who live in Hawaii who have absolutely no idea who this really tall, very, very talented gentleman is such I'm sorry, but it was a mind fuck.
But
Because I
he's
was like,
from that
"What?"
side too.
I know. But it's a lot of transplants. It's a lot of people who just
Well, after
if you're
hearing
not
him
in
sing,
that-
they probably know who.
Oh
he
yeah,
is
they
now.
all went holy shit, and
Yeah.
and with good reason. But he was so graceful about it, and just came out, and I mean, he really just wanted to listen to the music, and I was like, you don't want to, and he goes, no, I'm cool, and so he'd walk out and kind of listen to the music, then he'd go back in and have his coffee, just kind of chill, relax, and as him being a professional musician, you forget sometimes that as a musician, it's just nice to hear other people play music. It's just nice to not, you know what I mean? Not have to do something.
That's why. If John's there, don't call him up.
No, I'm going to call him up every time. But the weird part was, as soon as I knew that people didn't know who he was, I made it my mission to make him get up and play.
Yeah.
So
people know
I had to
Yeah,
ask my
yeah,
fellow bandmates
yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
like, hey, by the way, is it okay if my friend Justin comes up? And I'm sorry to out them, but they're like, is he good? I went, Yes,
you'll be okay.
he's very, very good.
We didn't talk about it on our last podcast because we forgot, but
Yeah.
we really want to congratulate Seven Sons for
Yeah,
winning all those
Hokus,
and all
yep.
those awards.
Yeah. Well, and Kala'e Parish won a bunch
Yeah.
too.
So congratulations to all you guys.
We
That
have
was
the
awesome.
award winners on our podcast.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
It's just good to see good people do well.
And they weren't even gonna actually Seven Sons. They weren't even gonna put their stuff in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's from what I understand. They were like,
what did they win? Multiple stuff.
Yeah,
though.
they won album of the year.
Yeah,
they
album of the year.
won contemporary something. They won liner notes. They won, and that was Pono did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean they just won a
Well,
grip of awards. It was great.
well, Deb, to piggyback on what you're saying about not knowing, I think sometimes we forget how old we are, and that there's a whole like generation that just does not know, you know,
Well, but these people have lived here and have been here. I mean, I would venture like they weren't. The people at this thing weren't young kids; they were older, and that for me, I think
they're in
was
that
the part.
pocket where we're
Yeah.
too old to know.
Yeah. I mean, they were listening to Pearl Jam instead of
yeah.
checking out Hawaiian music, and I think
the crowd that you guys draw is different.
yeah,
kind of
and
music.
that was the part of it was to know that on this island, right? We've been so fortunate to be a part of that that music style, right? That we know the people that are there, right? And that there are actual people who've been on this island for at least as long as we have, who have absolutely no experience with that whatsoever. And for them, they go, "Oh, well, I don't know. Are they any good? Have they played anything that I know?" Because you may run into somebody who's not heard of John Yamasato or Pure Heart.
Well, dude,
And that blows my mind.
so the Hokus were on, and then I missed the main show, but then it was live streamed.
Oh.
So I went back and I'm watching the stream, you know, just to kind of like catch. I'm always interested in like who won and who's out there and stuff. So I'm like, oh wow. And then my son comes by and he's like, what is this? I'm like, oh, my friend, they won these awards. You know, they're winning a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And he's like, you won any of those? I was like, yes, I have won those before. I'm like, well, I know I don't include you on much stuff, but I could have sworn I told you about that. He's like, oh no, like.
Was he impressed though after you told him?
No.
Yeah.
No, they're never.
You're just
But
bad to
he
him,
wasn't
that's
even
all.
aware that I even won any of those awards. So
But you know what? Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. There's a whole generation out there that
No,
knows
but let's
nothing.
talk about your Pure Heart concert you had this past weekend at Iolani.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a younger crowd too, right? Along with the alumni. And there was like 500 people there listening to you guys play.
Yeah, but they were mostly probably our age, and you know, there were students there, but they were probably like, we got to go to this thing, you know, for the alumni. I don't know who this band is, but yeah, it was fun. You know, we're I kind of screwed us. Well, I didn't screw us up, but it turned out to be actually really good because what happened was Jake had to move a flight in order to do this gig.
Yeah, because he dug out like right after.
Yeah,
huh?
so he had to like literally leave and go straight to the airport right after the
And then
gig.
you made him change his shirt.
Oh yeah.
No, wait. What is this?
Okay. So we get to the gig, right? And then Jake gets out of the car and he's got on a High Life shirt, which
Okay.
is great.
Cool.
I
But
was
it's
happy.
it's a blue and gold High Life shirt.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work out.
And then he's like, "Hey, I wore this because you know Kyle's coming tonight out." I'm like, "Yeah." And then for the longest time, I'm thinking like, should I say something or like I'm not gonna hurt his feelings, you know? So at a certain point, I'm like, Jake, you know, I don't mean to like tell you how to dress and stuff, but I just want to let you know, and it's up to you. But we're at a Iolani event, and those are Punahou colors you have on right now. He's like, oh, I didn't even think about that.
Jake's so good
Because
about that.
you and Lopaka actually wore red on purpose, right?
Well, I told Lopaka to wear red too. So after that conversation, I'm like, I better tell Lopaka too.
Oh, so Lopaka wasn't there yet.
Well, we had to do sound check early in the day, and then we all went home and then came back.
Oh, so everybody wore red after that.
So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. But anyway, because Jake had to leave, I had this idea. So I talked to the lady who was doing the event, and I said, hey, why don't we do this? If there's a young kid who plays ukulele, why don't we have him come up and play, and he can play the last song with me and Lopaka, and then Jake can kind of like
Leave early.
sneak out, you know,
Yeah.
and then that way he can get out without people kind of mobbing him. So she's like, oh, okay, that's a great idea. And then I guess she talked to Jake, and Jake goes like, no, I can stay.
Oh.
You know, and then but she's like, I like that idea, so we got a whole bunch of kids, and they're all gonna come up and play.
Yeah, I saw the
ukulele.
pictures of that.
Oh,
It
wow.
I was like, oh,
was like ukulele
Okay.
festival all over again.
yeah,
huh?
yeah. So I mean, those kind of things always make me nervous, because like when you add like people in there, you don't know how it's gonna go. You
What
know?
song did they play?
How can I get over?
Oh,
So
nice.
they
Yeah,
knew
they
the
all knew
chords
how
and
to
all
play
that?
it. Yeah. And
Did they practice because they knew they was gonna be on stage?
I have no idea. But they all came on and they played. Yeah, so it worked out to be good. But it always makes me more nervous when you throw in something like that, because then you're like, oh, how's that gonna work out? You know? Yeah. But it was fun.
Oh, good.
So yeah, it was great. Iolani. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. One team. All right. So Devin. So
Yes.
when I was at Ruger Market, I was with Michael,
Yes.
and we were talking story, and he said, yeah, you two snuck out and went to see Superman.
Yes, we did.
So I'd love to hear your thoughts on I know we
I'm
kind
gonna
of
be going with my son on Saturday, I believe.
yeah.
So
But I mean, don't give any spoilers or anything, but just your general impression of the movie.
I liked the movie.
You think Tori will like it?
Tori's gonna hate it.
I think
From what
Tori's
I know.
Yeah, I think Tori's gonna hate it.
Mm.
Crypto is awesome. Steals the movie.
Mm.
But I think James Gunn made it a comic book movie,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
He made it a comic book movie. That's why there's a dog.
Yeah.
Because you would think that there's no dog, and it also is different in that it isn't an origin story of Superman. It like leaps in where stuff is happening.
He's
Like,
already-
It's not a. This is like real actors. It's not a cartoon. or
yeah,
anything,
no,
right?
that's real actors. But what they did was he wanted to tell a different side of Superman, right? The thing that people have been mentioning most is that in like Man of Steel and those kind of things, it wasn't a very human portrayal of Superman, because he's Superman. He's invulnerable. There's no, nothing can happen to him. And if you've seen the previews, it's that one where he like poof, he lands in the middle of the snow and he's all beat up and he's all bloody, right? And Crypto comes and jumps on him and stuff. And that is the opening of the movie, basically. I mean, there's some words that come across to kind of explain where we are in the story, but that's what you get. And that already sort of establishes for you that this is not the Superman that you're used to, right? So I liked it. I think I'm looking forward to seeing it again with you, because I think I'd need to see it again to really get a full flavor for it.
The thing that on the review sets that I watched that people complained about was the change of canon. Like they changed some of the lore. But see, that's the part that I don't care about, because I didn't read enough Superman comic books to really go like, oh man, well that isn't what Superman would do.
Well, but then it's also, I mean, it's the comics, and the canon changes so much within what was happening. I mean, the main one for me was X-Men. When X-Men came out,
Yeah.
I was like, Iceman? What's Iceman doing here with Wolverine? He wasn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Like I knew so much about the canon of the comic that I went, that's not right. They're not in the same thing. Whereas with Superman, it's pretty much him, Lois Lane,
You know what's
Yeah.
weird with you guys? Is that I collected comics when I was young too.
Yeah.
I have all the old X-Men and all the
Yeah.
Marvel stuff and Fantastic Four and all that. I don't know the storylines. I don't.
What?
Yeah, because
Oh, because you're looking at the art.
when I collected it, I collected it for art and
Yeah.
also collective purposes of it being
No.
worth money, right? So I would look at it and flip it through and put it in the Mylar, and I never ever read it or looked at it again. And I still have it till today, and it's unread. So I don't know all these integral parts. But I know when John Burns did a cover art for it, and I went McFarlane, I'm like, oh, this is the one that's worth money. But I never really got into the whole story.
Your appreciation of it is different. Like
No,
I mean, I got into comics because of Spider-Man.
Okay.
Because I first started reading Spider-Man, and he was the most like me that I had ever seen in a hero. Right? He had all these powers, but
he's a normal guy.
But he was a teenager.
Yeah.
When he got bit by the spider, so he was trying to figure his shit out, just like the rest of us were. He had girl problems, and I didn't have any girl problems because no girls like me. But
that's girl problems.
Yeah,
that is true. That is a type of girl problem.
But you know, I mean,
that's the biggest girl problem of all.
But he could, he could swing off webs and do all that stuff. But he still couldn't. He was having a hard time getting a date. So, my understanding of that Marvel universe was different. The DC universe was interesting because Superman was so high powered that I think it's why they invented kryptonite, because otherwise. Yeah. Superman just walks around kicking everybody's ass, and they go, well, that's not fun.
He's basically Homelander.
But, I mean, they killed him. They brought him back to life. They did the whole thing. And so you go, oh okay.
Now, when you was young,
yeah,
and you liked Spider-Man, I don't know what you liked. What did you like?
I liked Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Oh.
Did you guys fantasize about being Iron Man and Spider-Man
of course.
as yourselves, like dress up and walk around
Well, I never actually did it.
Or just in your mind think that you can be that?
No, I mean, I had the action figures. So I would through that, imagination.
Because when I was young,
I
used to watch Kikaida.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right? We all
okay.
did that,
he used to kick ass, right? That guy.
Yeah.
Double chop and all that stuff. And I thought I was Kikaida. So I used to try to get into fights with people.
How old were you?
When I was young, like elementary school.
You would get into fights with people?
Well, if I did, then I'll think I'm Kikaida and I'll kick their ass. But that wasn't always true, yeah? Because I was the smallest guy in class. So I learned real fast that, your comic book heroes, it's not you.
Wait, the double jump not working. But I'm Kikaida.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you didn't think
But I did learn how to play guitar a little bit because of Kikaida.
But you didn't think that, wow, I can't do the whole changey thing. That doesn't...
I just thought inside I was. That's why.
I can see kids doing that. Yeah. I mean, we used to... My cousin Mark and I would play... he came in here at the firefighter guy. But we would be pro wrestlers.
Yeah.
So like Hulk Hogan and Lex Luger. And we'd each pick one and we'd act like them and then body slam each other until one of us get hurt and then someone crying. Right? Which is usually me.
Wrestling Hawaii was real big, right, when we were kids.
Not when you were
remember
kids.
Torkamaka and all those guys.
Well, I was on the Big Island, so when those guys came
in,
it was a different deal.
And I guess when I was a kid, I used to watch a lot of wrestling, not knowing what it was. And when my sister was born, she was in the playpen.
Oh God!
Oh no!
This is sounding so bad.
That looks like a wrestling ring.
Oh no!
And I was young, but she was bebe.
Yeah.
And my mom told me that I jumped on like I was wrestling. And when she saw that...
Explains a lot.
Yeah, when she saw that, she was like, oh my God. And she grabbed my arm and pulled me out of the playpen and dislocated my arm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I think I could have killed my sister.
Yeah.
But I blame...
Well, you weren't...
I blame wrestling from that because I didn't know any better because those guys always could walk away, right? You know what I mean?
Well, I would blame your parents for letting you watch that shit, but okay.
Yeah.
I know that was your father letting you watch that and not your mom, because your mom probably wouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Have you guys ever been to a WWE event?
No, I've been to the one in Neil Blaisdell with Andre the Giant and
WWE.
That wasn't. That was Wrestling Hawaii.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wrestling Hawaii?
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. They came...
I could be wrong. Sorry. That might have been a bigger event.
It was during the 2000s they came, and it was Chris Jericho and some of the other guys. And this was at a point where I wasn't really watching pro wrestling that much anymore. I knew who Chris Jericho was, but I didn't really know the other players who came.
Why did you go?
Because someone invited me, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
How old were you?
I was in my 30s.
Oh, okay.
20s or 30s, yeah. It was so much fun. Because you what you see on TV is only the wrestling match, right?
Yeah.
They ham it up even after. Mm-hmm. After the match is over, the cameras are off or whatever, they're yelling at they're on the mics going, Honolulu sucks. I can't wait to get back to Canada, and everyone's booing them and stuff.
It's a full entertainment.
It's an entertainment show.
When you saw it, well, I guess you were 30-something years old. You'd have to know it's fake by then.
Oh yeah. I mean,
but growing up as a kid, you don't know the difference.
Right.
That stuff was real.
Right. But I mean, so that and an MMA show, those live are just experiences that you don't get from TV. I mean, watching MMA on TV is fun.
Yeah.
But going to see it live is like a whole nother experience, especially if you go to like Vegas.
Yeah.
Because I went to see the time that BJ Penn, sorry. I love that guy.
Apologize for being
No, I love that guy, but I just feel so bad.
time.
Yeah, what's happening. But anyway, he fought Sean Shirk and won. I don't know if he won a title or something like that. But I was there at that event. Yeah,
wow.
It was huge, and we saw Shaq. We saw Donald Trump. This is like pre-Trump, this is 2006 or something like that. We saw a bunch. I mean, all the celebrities were there, and then it's like, and again, like between the rounds, like stuff happens and stuff, and they do all these like video montages of the fighters, and they hype it. Yeah, you get all hyped up before the thing starts. And even the ones down at Blaze are really good.
I wanted to see BJ in Aloha Stadium. Like,
that would have been great.
I wanted to say UFC in Aloha Stadium, and that's not going to happen now.
No.
Then I thought, okay, maybe we get Chance and Max.
No.
But now it's not going to happen at all, because by the time that stadium gets built or even thought of being a UFC event,
it's going to be 2050.
He's going to be done by then.
Yeah.
Like I think I just saw an interview that he's going to take on like maybe 4 more fights and retire.
Max has a fight coming up soon, right?
Yeah,
With,
Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
Man, it's funny because like whenever Max has never fought a scrub.
No.
Everybody he's fought, I've always been like, oh man, like that's a tough fight, and then he either comes out ahead or he doesn't, but you could never say that guy like kind of like skirted fights or whatever. Like he just fought the best.
Whoever's in front of him, he fights him.
Yeah, so even like the Dustin Poirier one, I mean,
that's the one that he knocked him out like in the very last second.
That's Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, Justin Gaethje. Ah, that's right.
Poirier, I know he lost to Poirier. This is the third fight though, right?
Yeah, I don't know, but I know that's gonna be a good fight though. We should rent that thing.
Yeah. But
we gotta get him on the pod.
Oh, that would be unreal if we get
Max. Just saying.
You know what documentary I saw recently too that we would love to have her come on is Angela Lee. She had a documentary out. I don't know how long ago that was filmed, but I saw it just recently.
Because talking about the sister and stuff.
It's such a great documentary,
Oh, okay. They only fought once before, and Dustin won by decision.
All right. Oh, well, here we go.
I thought.
When is the fight this weekend?
No.
No.
No. See, it's a trilogy, right? Yeah. Okay. So what was it? Sorry.
As we do these things in real time.
Yeah. See, this is the Holloway versus Poirier 3. So what was the other?
They fought way before.
So 2. Okay, this was 2. I'm pretty sure.
Anyway.
Yeah. So Dustin won 2.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is the third one.
Oh,
so
Dustin's coming out to fight. I mean, he doesn't have to, but he's deciding to fight him.
Yeah.
Didn't you have something you wanted to ask us? Or did you do that already?
No, that was it about the AI.
Okay.
You know what I rented? I don't know if I said this in the last podcast, but Ozzy had his last concert.
Yeah. Did you watch that?
It was a 9-hour concert.
Yeah.
Full of
Yeah, it was
legendary musicians.
Right.
Yeah. The Ozzy Ozbourne one?
And then so I was working on my computer. I was like, I think that Ozzy concert is on right now. So I'm like, I click on it. It goes, get it live right now. So I'm like, okay, let me take a look at this because it's a once in a lifetime event, right? And I went to Ozzy. I think wasn't Dyra a madman? I don't know what it was, but when he came down,
was it
Bark at the Moon, I think was when
Jakey
he came
Lee
down.
then
Yeah,
was his guitar.
Yeah, in NBC Arena in the 80s.
You can tell when it happened by the guitarist that was playing.
This
was
yeah. So
was that the guy with the white with the circular?
No, that's Randy Rhoads.
Zach. That's Zach Wilde. Zach Wilde is his current guitarist.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Randy Rhoads had the polka dots.
I looked up the pay-per-view, and then it was like $80-something to watch live. But with that $80-something, the package, I get a T-shirt that was only meant for online, and a ticket that's gonna come too.
Nice.
That says you've witnessed this concert live.
That's
online.
not bad.
And they donated all the money.
Yeah, so I felt okay, because we paid how much for a pay-per-view for UFC
fight,
and stuff. Yeah. So I go, okay, let's watch it live. I click on. And literally, when I clicked on, Ozzy singing 2 songs. I went, "Thank you, good night." So I'm like, "Oh shit, I missed the whole concert." So then I just waited for it to reboot.
Okay.
And after it reboot, I watched like maybe a good 7 hours of it because the beginning was like bands that I'm not really knowing,
like Mastodon and
I have no clue
Those
about
guys.
these guys.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I know old school. So
Yeah.
I watched from like Aerosmith on
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
whoever it was. But it was a great concert.
Aerosmith, actually, that one was surprising because Steven Tyler said he couldn't do it anymore because he couldn't sing.
Well, he did
So
a
I don't know if
rendition
he-
of Led Zeppelin,
Yeah.
and he sounded awesome.
Yeah, so I don't know if
Maybe
he had
maybe
a
he just
surgery or
can't.
something.
He doesn't have
Stamina.
Stamina. Yeah.
The guy that couldn't sing is Guns N' Roses' Axl Rose.
Oh, Axel sounded terrible.
Bro, I gotta retire, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Because when they came here at
That's why I was surprised. I was gonna ask you, did he sound good when he came
Brian
there?
sounded amazing.
You
Axel
sure he wasn't-
sounded perfect.
Sure, he wasn't lip syncing.
He was not lip syncing. It was live because he was swearing.
Because man, when he was
left and right.
in this concert, he sounded terrible.
Oh.
And you know, it's not like I'm an Axl Rose hater. I love Guns N' Roses.
Yeah,
It's just like when I heard them, I felt sad.
Was it like
He sounds like Mickey Mouse.
Was it like Vince Neil?
No, Vince.
You're like,
Well,
what?
when we saw Vince Neil when he was out of retirement, came back,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah,
they were okay.
You know what's interesting? So Darius Rucker, Hootie and the Blowfish,
Yeah.
he was at a gig recently and like got 4 songs in, and just said, "I can't sing. This never happened before. I gotta stop."
Wow.
Was he singing with Hootie or his own?
No, just
band?
his own band.
Mm.
So they refunded all the tickets and stuff. And I'm sure that happened before, like even the Vince Neil thing, because
Yeah.
there's days that like either you're sick or you're like, you're just not
Your voice
working,
is
you know.
not there, yeah.
But we never heard about it before because it
The
wasn't
internet.
on the internet,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta imagine that's probably been something that's
Well,
happened.
so it leads up to the end concert, which is Ozzy. And I
Yeah.
heard he was only going to play 4 songs, but he played way more than 4 songs.
Yeah.
He played with Sabbath, but before they played with his band,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he was obviously in a chair, but he sounded amazing. Considering of all the ailments he has
Yeah,
and stuff like that, he
yeah.
sounded
It
amazing.
was good. Parkinson's.
And literally, when he sang "Mama, I'm Coming Home," you watch the video; it's going viral right now.
Yeah.
Everybody in the audience, kids to adults, and I'm surprised even kids were there watching because I guess
Wow.
I wouldn't think he would know
Last
his
chance,
music,
man.
but
Last chance.
everybody was crying. Even me, I started crying by myself watching the computer. Like, yeah, you know?
He's so good.
No, it was just touching because it was like
It's the end of an era.
he actually singing goodbye to people, you know. And,
But now they say he might come back already.
no, you know what? There's no way.
No.
He cannot, and it's the best way to go out this way, you know.
Well, the thing is, if he continues to do festival stuff, right, like Ozfest he used to do, I think if he did Ozfest where he comes out and he has a bunch of people play his music and then he jumps on for 4 or 5 songs or whatever, like then it works.
No.
But I think if he's expected to do a headlining spot where he's having to sing for an hour and a half, there's absolutely no way.
I think this concert, even if he sang not all the songs, you know, like that we expect, he was slated to sing 4, but I think he sang like 8 or
Well,
something.
who impressed you of the people that performed?
Ozzy,
No. Besides Ozzy.
Aerosmith. They had some
Really?
all-star bands too. It wasn't Aerosmith; it was Steven Tyler and the all-star band.
Oh,
You
okay.
know.
Oh, yeah, because Nuno Betancourt was in there.
Yeah.
Interestingly, Nuno Betancourt, who's a guitarist, he plays with a band called Extreme. He has been getting so much pub about being the greatest living guitarist.
Huh.
And I was like, interesting.
I mean, he is amazing.
But he's fantastic.
Yeah.
He really is.
Yeah.
It's hard to say greatest, because there's so many guys that are good in different ways, you know?
But I think when they're talking about hard rock,
Hard
heavy
rock.
metal
Okay. Oh, I get
kinda
it. Okay.
thing,
Yeah,
you know?
if you narrow it down to a genre.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
chop size. Because, I mean, nobody's going to be able to touch Eric Clapton for blues for a while.
Yeah.
You know.
But even blues, like when I think about like Eric Clapton, B.B. King, and even like John Mayer, when I hear them,
John Mayer's amazing.
when I hear them play back to back, it kind of like depends on what you like, because even the tone of the guitars are different, right?
Yeah.
So if you like them kind of tinny and stuff, like B.B. King has that real like traditional blues, but then John has a very rounded, more pop sounding
More
blues.
brown kind of sound. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard to like say the best. That being said, Nuno Betancourt rips.
Yeah.
How's Metallica?
Awesome, like always.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys will forever be like the top performers, right?
Yeah,
You expect that from them, right? It's unreal.
It's funny because in Fortnite you can play as Metallica.
I don't know how his voice is still the same.
He does vocal. He has a
Oh,
vocal
yeah.
coach.
Yeah, it's just amazing how he retained it because there's a lot of screaming and stuff.
Well, I think they they maintained, they lowered some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you listen to them in Kill 'Em All, his voice is high.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like whiplash, like that.
Yeah.
And now it's down a register. He still sings it. It's still sort of in the key, but it's down a little bit so that he can reach certain notes.
You know who would have been amazing to see, and I don't think they showed up. Was Iron Maiden.
Oh yeah.
Like I would want to know how Bruce's voice.
Well, people were saying that there was a band that got like.
Yeah, there was rumors of
thing,
a band that got kicked off because they wanted money. So I don't know.
And everybody apparently was donating their time. Darren, our friend Darren Tanaka, like you watched it, and
he did.
He said he goes, just don't watch the comments. And I was like, really? And he said, yeah, because people were being savage in the comments, talking about how Ozzy couldn't walk, or this song wasn't a good choice, or and I'm like, man, why you guys gotta rip this thing to shreds? Why not just?
It's the internet.
Yeah. But what has happened to the world where it's so important for you to shit all over something instead of just go, that was really cool. The fact that he came out and
just the fact that these guys are watching it on the internet. Yeah. They're not playing on stage, and they're gonna be critics. Who cares about what they say, right?
Going back to Metallica, I'm sure. What was his name? The main guy, the singer. James Hetfield. I'm sure he has some. He got some vocal training too.
Yeah.
Oh, he has. He's been doing vocal training.
Yeah. So there's ways to like sound like you're yelling when you're not yelling into a mic. You know what I mean? You use the mic to amplify what.
I would think like someone like Dave Grohl got it down too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dave, that's the guy. I don't know how the hell he does it.
Yeah.
Because when I saw him in concert at Seattle, brother was going to town with the screaming.
I don't know how.
And it's always like, are you motherfuckers ready for a get down? Are you ready for fucking rock and roll? And he was like that the whole show, and it was just. And like in Monkey Wrench, when he has to build up to that scream, and you go, here we go,
and he did it.
He's gonna do it, and he does it,
wow,
and
man,
it's
that's
like,
unreal. I mean, we don't really realize how old that band is.
It's been around for at least 20 years.
Yeah,
plus.
a long time, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just guys. I mean, like John Cruz. I remember like he used to play his 3-hour set at Hot Lava. Remember those days?
Yeah, Hot Lava. Yeah.
And then he would go out and go karaoke after that. And like
That's
come home at like 6 a.m, and he used to drink a
imbibe
couple.
a little bit.
Yeah. He used to get into it, and the guy still can just go for it.
Oh, Axel cannot, bro. When he sang "Welcome to the Jungle," he sounded like Mickey Mouse.
What did it sound like?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Because he cannot scream. He doesn't have that grovelly voice.
Okay, so what did it sound like? Come on, try it. A little bit.
Welcome to the jungle. Like that.
It sounded like that.
You're gonna die. Like that.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? And
that did sound like Mickey Mouse a little bit.
He sounded like Mickey Mouse, bro. And you know what? I'm not throwing him on the bus, but that dude's a legend, and that band is legendary. Yeah. But he did this, had an off day maybe, or maybe they just got up.
I think that type of singing that he does is hard.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have the perfect. If your voice isn't perfect, it's.
But Axel's voice was always
on the edge. Yeah.
He could sing really well, like without screaming, and then when he screamed, there was another level. It's like two different types of singing.
No, true. Yeah.
Like November Rain and stuff like that, turning it on and off like that. But this time he couldn't turn it on and off. He was just stuck.
Oh.
And I felt bad. You guys should watch it just to see.
Yeah. It's weird though, because like I remember one time I saw Michelle Branch on a live something, and she sounded terrible.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I have a feeling like her monitor wasn't on or something. Like it kind of seemed like that, And then I've seen her live. She sounds amazing.
But every musician have an off day.
Yeah,
right?
so maybe I don't know.
Did you ever had one where you just go, "Why do I sound like this?"
I remember we played World Cafe once, and it was so loud in there.
You couldn't hear yourself sing.
And I couldn't I was singing, but I don't think anything was coming out. Like I had lost my voice.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it was with Billy V and the All Star Band.
Yeah,
KCCN All Star Band. I don't know. I mean, but it was a kind of gig where everyone's drunk and dancing anyway, so I don't think they really cared. Yeah, it wasn't.
You gotta love those gigs. Nobody cares. Yeah. They're all drunk.
Those are
it's like Liquid Surf Den.
Oh yeah.
Who was playing? Who? okay, let's go.
I don't know, man. I saw a whole nother like a rock concert.
Oh no, they would
rocking out at that
time.
place,
But
man.
I just mean people were so drunk. No, I mean it's one of the interesting things about the band thing is calling, and that's why I want to kind of circle back to Justin, because when you call somebody like Justin up to sing, right? Yeah. It was like it was something I hadn't experienced before, because I felt like I needed to ask the people in my band, hey, is it okay if he comes up and sings, right? And I didn't even really give it much thought at the time. I just thought, oh, Justin's here. But then I also thought, well, like he just did a gig. I wonder if he's okay with coming up, because he's also a pretty shy dude.
What is the proper way of doing it? Asking you in private? Would you mind being called up?
Yeah.
Right?
I'd say that's probably good.
You can't do that with John, because John's
John
going to say no.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just know that if I'm emceeing something, there's a band, you're there, I'm going to call you up.
Yep.
Every time.
That's why I play Fortnite. Can't get called up playing Fortnite.
That's putting on a spot, though,
But he's good.
I know, so is Justin, but, maybe he just wanted to chill.
Well, I mean, the interesting thing, too, is that, I don't know if you're like this, John, but it's like Justin has in his pocket the song he's going to do. Like he knows,
really?
Right? Yeah. So he got up there, strapped on the guitar that our guitarist had, and just launched into Never Forget Where I'm From. And I was smiling because I thought it was awesome, and I just played along with it, right? But I realized, he just kind of just walks around with that in his pocket and goes, well, if they bring me up, I'll do the song. Everybody goes, oh my God. The people who don't know him go, holy shit, this guy can sing. The people who know him go, that's my favorite song that he does. And everybody's happy, and he just goes back and walks away.
I would think it'd be that or One Foot Sand.
Yeah.
But see, the thing about that is that it's a little more complicated. Never Forget Where I'm From is only 3 chords. Anybody can follow along with it.
I guess so, yeah. He does have bangers, though, that he can choose from.
Oh, I mean, he is. I was hoping he was going to do Greener, or any of those. But it was neat just because he has so many genres.
What's a trip is my wife bought me like a new age Walkman cassette that's Bluetooth.
Oh.
So you carry it around, you charge it up.
That's the one we found in Japan.
Yeah, it was metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So she goes, hey, I don't know if you want this, but oh, thank you.
Oh, that was nice.
And she goes, and I dug up.
I don't know if you want this.
And I dug up all my cassette tapes.
Yeah.
So she gave me a cassette and I hooked it up to my stereo system. I popped in Manawa Company, the first one.
Just Beyond the Ridge?
Actually, you know what? Never mind. It was the True Inspiration.
Second album, yeah.
Man, those guys are so good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you listen to that band and you listen to the bands that are out now, I mean, they could come out now exactly like that and be one of the best bands out there. They
still play.
Yeah, but I mean, that music that they made at that time, it holds up till today.
Yeah, it's good.
It's so good.
Well, it's also, I think Dave Tucheron produced that one as well.
And he did?
Yeah, so there's a thing on PBS, right? The
Hawaiian Music.
Yeah.
Did you do that? Did they interview you for that? They should have interviewed you for that. But I got to watch some of it, and it's a really fantastic documentation of sort of reggae in Hawaii and how it came to be. And Mana'o is they were leading, like Mana'o, Ho'aikane, Brother Walter, right? A lot of those guys are kind of leading edge. Butch Helemano, Nolan, they're all sort of on that leading edge of bringing that vibe to it. Kapena, right? So, but it was interesting because they worked with Dave Tucheron on Just Beyond the Ridge.
Oh.
And initially it was that more Hawaiian leaning stuff, and then they kind of went, "Oh, you want to try and maybe do something else?"
Yeah. But you know what's cool?
Drop Baby Drop comes in.
Yeah, but when you listen to that album, you hear that, right? What you remember, like, and then you know, like Unity and all that, and then you hear like Model T and stuff, and you wait a minute, these guys are just mixing it all up, and I don't know if like the new guys can mix it up.
Nah,
like that,
they kind of they go reggae and
they
just
technically can, but they don't.
Yeah,
because it's a different market now.
But that's what made them so special, because they had like John and Sean singing different songs, right, and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
and Danny.
Yeah, and Danny.
Yeah.
Amazing, man.
I mean that was the thing with those guys; they could all sing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was impressive. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'll end on this.
Are we ending?
Yeah, we're almost an hour in.
Oh my gosh.
I'll end on my personal review of Starlink.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got
I bought
that.
a Starlink.
It's
thing.
expensive, right?
It's not too bad. It's $350 for the Starlink hardware, and then there are 2 plans that you can sign up for. This is by the way, the Starlink Mini. So this is one that you can travel around with. It's about the size of this laptop. And so it's either $50 and it's you get 50 gigabytes of data, or $165 and you get unlimited.
Oh,
so it kind of it pushes you one or the other.
So what did you go for?
The $50 one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's John, man. He's gonna go with the $50
yeah.
one.
But the nice thing about it though is it's a subscription that you turn on and off when you want it.
Oh,
so say like
when you want it.
Yeah, so say like you're like, oh, I'm gonna be at home this whole month. I don't need it. You just turn it off. You don't pay that month.
Oh,
and you turn it back on, then it starts billing you again.
That's smart.
Yeah, but so overall, the once you get it set up, it's good. Like the speeds are pretty quick. It just feels like you're on the internet. I mean, just imagine you're flying on Hawaiian Airlines. That's Starlink.
Yeah.
You get fast internet, and you can have everybody hook up to it. It doesn't slow down. The part that I was unaware of or was more complicated was that the way that it's advertised, it looks as though as long as you have like a laser beam directional toward the sky, that it'll catch the satellite.
Yeah.
But it's more like a cone. The actual what you need to be able to see of the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And so like initially I had this thing, I was setting it up at so the reason why I bought it was because we have houses that we're selling that are vacant.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them don't have good signal while I'm there. So I'm like, well,
wait a minute. Is this for Fortnite?
No.
Okay.
This is, so while I'm there, like say I'm like sitting open house or something.
That is a valid question.
Yeah. That is a valid question. So that, and we have houses that are vacant that have security systems, but it needs to be hooked up to a internet.
Wi-Fi.
But then they're vacant, so no one's paying the. So that way we can hook up a camera and just have the place at least.
That's nice of you to protect
somewhat secure.
Yeah,
right?
And he can write it off.
I can write it off. And so anyway, I put it in the backyard, and I thought I had a pretty good, to
the sky.
To the sky, but then because there was trees and the side of the house there, it was like, oh, it's blocking.
So ideally, it would be better on the roof then.
So yeah, so anyway, so I moved it out into the backyard, which then worked, but then the signal doesn't go that far. Like once I got back into the house and back upstairs, I couldn't even get the signal from.
Shit, is that thing even good?
Because you have to have a
repeater or something.
Yeah, they have a router that you can buy, so then
Okay, is it USB though at least? Like you can charge it and then carry it around. Does it need to be plugged in?
It needs to be plugged in.
Yeah.
So you ran an extension cord into the yard?
It has a 45-foot long plug.
Man, they should have made it like USB charge or something.
Then you still have to keep charging it.
So but it's mobile at least.
You can get a battery.
Put in a car.
A battery pack. So anyway, in the end, I brought it upstairs because that's where I wanted to use it, upstairs near the front door. And there's this like courtyard, but it has an overhang. So then I kind of like tried to put it in the planter, which looked at the sky, but it couldn't.
So you can't have it in your house. You have to have it like a dish. It has to be.
Is it at least waterproof and weather resistant?
It is weather resistant. So I ended up putting it on the roof, and once I put it on the roof, it's awesome.
Golden.
Yeah. But then once I put it on the roof, we're kind of standing there. I'm looking at it, and then like this gust of wind comes, and it kind of starts like tittering, and I'm like, that thing's gonna blow right off the roof. Like it's like the size of a laptop,
You know what you should do, or what they should do is make an accessory where it's telescopic, like a tripod. That would be like a tower that you can erect when you need and adjust the height in the front yard, and then that would be perfect, right?
That is a great idea.
Kyle, you should invent that.
So anyway, there were like, because it's by the garden, there were like bricks. So I just put like 4 bricks. I made a little brick house around the, and that worked.
House. You sound like Umbrella. because Rella got a Starlink.
Oh,
as well. And I remember she was like, "Well, I was up on the roof today moving the Starlink because she's trying to." Right, they're trying to do that. And
Yeah,
is it just a matter of
my husband had it with the bricks and the thing and trying to hold it up? And I was like, oh, no.
You think it's just a matter of Elon launching more satellites, or is it just
No?
It's just the beginning of something that's kind of going to get better and
your
better.
idea is actually a really good idea, Kyle. I mean, they have like things you can buy that will clip the thing onto the roof so that it just clips onto the side.
But you don't want to climb roofs. That's why, you know what I mean. If you just go erect it in the front yard.
But it's also supposed to be portable, so
yeah.
Maybe you can just find a ladder that's long enough to erect, and it'll climb the ladder and then put it on.
So there was ladders there at the house. So I just got a ladder, went up, and I put it up there. And once that it works great. But
no, I mean put it on the ladder.
Oh, put it on the ladder. Oh yeah. I guess you could do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't expecting it to need that much sky in order to work properly.
Do you think that's only because of Hawaii, or you think that's just
no? I think that's just the way it works.
The fact that it actually works in Hawaii is amazing.
Yeah. So the thing is like I can see where if you're camping or something, it's going to be excellent if you have a battery that you can plug it into, because then you have open to the sky. But if you're trying to put it around a house, most houses have eaves. So you have to get it a certain distance away from the house in order to have enough sky, that it sees. And so in order to do that, I think on most houses, you're going to have to put it on the roof.
And then at the same time, be close to your device for it to catch.
Yeah, be close enough to your device. Or you got to get one of those boosters. But, well, I mean, the thing is, it was a 2-story house, and I was on the bottom floor out in the yard, and then I'm trying to get it all the way up at the top. It was kind of far away.
Too much work, man.
Yeah.
So
for somebody who's fundamentally lazy, that was actually a lot of work you put in their job.
They spent all the money already. You gotta make it work.
And I was kind of excited about it. I want to see how it works.
Okay, so what is your review if you have to give it 5 stars? Or how many stars could you give it?
I'd say 3. And it really just depends on what you're trying to use it for. I don't think it's for most people, you don't really need it. But because, like I said, we have a use for it as far as with the houses and stuff, I think it's worth it. And because it's not like I'm using it every day. Like it's only used when I'm there, and then when the cameras go on, right? If someone walks by it or something. So it's not going to eat up the 50 gigabytes. So I'm on that $50 a month plan. I don't need the 160.
So you leave it at the house that you guys are...
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What if somebody stole it? Could they be able to use it? Is it locked by security or something like that?
I don't know.
It ain't that hard to steal Starlink off a roof, man.
Find out.
I mean, it is linked to my phone, so
you could find it.
Yeah, I guess I could find it.
Hey, my Starlink's leaving.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it for the show. Okay. Thank you guys.
Can we agree to do like one of these a month?
Well, let's leave it up to the audience to agree or not.
Can you let us know if
maybe
these
every
are okay?
other one, because the thing is like we only do 3 pods a month.
Yeah.
So it goes by pretty quick.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. See you guys later.
Take care.
Bye.